That right there is the video of a guy who looks like a complete amateur. That is a guy who was working on making a video about how excited he was about the new Insta360 X3, how excited he was to ignore one of his own videos about not jumping on the bandwagon right away, not getting the newest new technology, because it's a camera that he hasn't really tried before, that he had been considering using the predecessor, buying the predecessor, and yet he forgot to plug the mic into the correct jack, or didn't put it in all the way, or something happened to where this is now absolutely useless. It really hurts because that actually, in my opinion, looks really, really good. I was really excited about showing y'all, giving y'all a glimpse of the new creative space that I'm working on in our house. A little corner in the extra bedroom where, when my daughter is not sleeping in the next bedroom, I can edit, I can make new videos. It was really exciting to give y'all a new set other than the sunroom. Yeah, it didn't work. The audio's not there. It's nothing. But what I can tell you about that video is I was very excited about the X3. I'm still excited about the X3. I guess I shouldn't use the past tense because I still have it. I'm still enjoying it. But I was really excited to create a video and introduce a video where I, a beginner at 360 footage, am trying the newest camera. But I wanted to come at it from the standpoint of I'm a beginner at 360. Yes, I've used the Go 2, very little, not to its full extent just yet, but I was just really excited to see how user-friendly this thing was. Everything I was seeing said that it was a lot easier to use than the 1X and the 1X2. So I was really excited, and I guess I got ahead of myself. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to go ahead and continue on with the rest of the video the way it was supposed to. I'm going to show you some footage that I got while kayaking. I'm going to show you some footage leading up to that, and then we'll have a little review session. Yeah, so stick around and enjoy the rest of this noob footage. It is Saturday morning, about 7 o'clock. I'm going to take the Insta360 X3 out for its first trial run. I have a kayak tour to Stallings Island here in Augusta. So going to see what it's like being a beginner and how easy it is for somebody who's never used one of these cameras to turn it on, get some good footage. Going to go kind of blind with it at first, going to not use the app, going to just go off of intuition and seeing what the 360 sphere can capture. And there's Cole texting me to let me know that he is awake as well. Really excited to see, maybe do a little close-ups with the donkeys using the X3 and the selfie stick. Looking forward to it. I'm very curious to see how it has already started to go. Just some light driving to go get the kayaks, bringing the kayaks down to the river, but I'm really excited to get it out there on the route to Stallings Island. It's going to be a beautiful morning. It is 50 degrees right now. The sun is just starting to come up. Oh, you can't ask for a better day for kayaking. Alright, so I have had a few days to try out some of the different features on the Insta360 X3, and first and foremost I have to say that I absolutely love the fact that I can just kind of set it up, forget about it, record, and then go back in here later and learn how to frame it. It's just so much nicer than having to worry about, am I getting the shot, am I getting the right angle. You might have to worry about getting the right angle because you don't necessarily want it up here or way up here if you're looking for something down low, but it's just really nice to be able to set it somewhere, whether it's in the dash of the truck, whether it's on top of the truck, whether it's on a kayak or somewhere else, and then go back in later and choose where the framing of the shot is that you're looking for. And I would say that the one gripe, the one minor critique that I have so far is when I put these little lens covers on, I noticed that they were plastic, but I was hoping that they would hold up a little bit better, and I don't know if you can see it really well on there, but down near the bottom there is actually a scuff already on this one. And then on this one, there are a few little scratches. And those come from incidental contact. I had the Insta360 in my boat, and it kind of rubbed up against the bottom of the plastic boat. And now I've got some scuffs that I've tried using different techniques to get them off, and they won't come off. So I'm very glad that it's on these plastic pieces that I can, in theory, remove and change out. But I don't want to have to keep paying like 20 bucks or whatever it is for a new set after every trip. It's better than buying a $450 camera every time. But yeah, I just wish that these were maybe like a tempered glass or something and being just a little bit more withstanding, because when I'm going into this footage, I don't want to see those scuffs. I don't want to see the anomalies in the footage that you're like, oh, it looks like somebody doesn't clean their sensor or their lens. No, it's the protector. But speaking of protection, there's actually a couple other things that I am eyeballing to maybe purchase probably on this October Prime Day that I think I heard about. And number one of them is a silicone sleeve that I found on Amazon for the whole unit. I'm not really sure how durable this is. I've seen commercials where it looks like dust is getting thrown on it. People do seem to put them through the ringer, but when you're paying $450, $500 some odd dollars for a camera, I don't really want to be the one to test the durability. So I've been looking at a couple of them, and I think I'm going to go that route to protect the body. And then companies already have some tempered glass screen protectors for the touch screen. So I'm pretty excited to get one of those. Speaking of this touch screen, something that I didn't realize, I was watching somebody else's video to kind of get some tips and tricks, ways to maximize the footage to show you guys. And they mentioned that the diameter here, the diagonal of the screen is 2.29 inches. And that is the same as the GoPro Hero 10. And as you kind of look at them, you can see the workable screen on both of these is the exact same size. I will say that so far, the actual screen usage on the Insta360 X3 has been a little bit easier to use. It works so well to just cycle through. I like the feedback, the physical feedback where it vibrates and shows and tells me where I'm at. So it's a really great screen. Everything looks really good in it, except now that I look at it, I can kind of, looking at that light, I can really see the scratches on that front screen. It's not so hot to have those. I don't think it'll show up there. So yeah, I'm probably gonna have to replace these two little plastic pieces off of there just to make sure that the next round of tests don't turn out like crap or anything. So so far I absolutely love this camera. I'm really excited to try some more things with it. I've been putting it on the Joby Pod, I've been putting it on the invisible selfie stick, and so I've so far used it for a time-lapse, some HDR footage while kayaking, and then also did some time shift. I tried some time shift this morning on the way into work, and the biggest thing is I'm excited to see how easy is it to take the 360 footage into the Insta360 Studio 2022 and get some workable 4K 16:9 footage. I can say one thing, I can see this replacing the GoPro, because I carry the GoPro with me at almost all times, because what I like to do is I'll take the R and I'll set it up for a time lapse if I'm going somewhere. I'll use it for something, but it's also fun to set the GoPro up for a different angle. Same thing with my phone. But I can see this, especially in a smaller case, because I have a big case for the GoPro, I can see just this staying in my bag with the protective sleeve, and I'll be able to deploy this a lot quicker. If you've had any experience with 360 cameras, I would love to hear from you. What camera have you used? What was the experience like for you in their studio tour setup? What was it like trying to get this footage exported and put into a regular timeline? Do you have any tips and tricks for me that I could learn from, that I could share? I just want to be able to get a lot better with this a lot quicker. Again, I know it's going to take practice, but I would love to hear your go-to places to find tutorials and tips and tricks to maximize this. But I found some videos that, as I was watching them, they said, you know, Insta360 Studio 2022 for beginners, and it doesn't seem like it is for beginners, or they gloss over some things, and already their footage looks absolutely immaculate and amazing. So I want to hear from you. What are your tips and tricks? Where are your go-to tutorials for learning how to maximize these 360 cameras? And what is one feature that you are most excited about on the Insta360 X3? So if you like this video, please hit that thumbs up button. Don't use the camera to do it, use the mouse. I greatly appreciate it. If you don't already, please hit subscribe. Maybe ring that bell to let you know when I upload maybe another short or another long form video, and I will catch you in another video down the road, probably featuring the X3. Have a great day.